Why? He just did a triple side flip. He just did a triple.
What the frick? Ooh,
that's so sick. Okay, that's why they added that pose in, because that was the pose from Spider-Verse where he was falling like that.
Absolutely.
Oh.
What the heck was that? That was sick.
This actually gives me real anxiety.
I think she was hanging with one hand. That was impressive.
Oh, that's some. Oh, he was slipping.
I think I saw some.
He was slipping.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh, snap. This
is so sick.
This is, I like this. Oh, yeah, that's practical.
Okay, what's the thing like? Is he wearing a scarf or something?
Yeah, I think he's wearing a scarf. The dive roll. Oh, the climb up.
All right, call the moves as you're calling them.
Climb up.
Wall climb up.
Slide.
Baseball slide. Precision jump.
Okay, all right.
Oh, like a speed 360. That was dope.
Okay. Oh, dive roll, that's beautiful. Usually dive rolls are best when you're doing large jumps because...
He's moving so fast.
I know, right?
I can't keep up with it.
Well, I'm just gonna focus on this one because this one's really big because in parkour, like parkour video games specifically, is that when people do large jumps in the game, the character just takes the impact, which is not practical. But this guy right here did a really large jump, landed and did a roll to disperse
We love the roll.
impact.
We love the parkour roll.
We always
he
talk
just did
about
a
this.
front flip from roof to roof.
Oh my goodness.
This is okay. Where's the stamina bar? Where's the stamina
we don't
meter?
need a stamina. This is what I need.
At that energy, how long could you do legit parkour? Let's say you had a big straight line of obstacles. How long could you go for before you just like could not go any further?
I'm gonna say 30 seconds.
Yeah, like so a lot of major parkour competitions where they will have people do a line of parkour, like, you know, throw as many cool tricks as they can in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Most people don't go over 20 seconds.
Not yet.
30 seconds is a lot.
Is a lot, but like this is when I'm not even doing a parkour comp, but 15 seconds is what they actually give in comps. Because at some point you
15 seconds.
15 seconds. That's a long time.
So we're seeing dive kongs. That's where he's diving forward with his hands and then kind of pulling his body through. That's one of the staple movements of parkour. We can both do that move. Like, oh, he almost over-rotated.
Yeah,
that was close.
I saw that. Usually also this one I've seen, he did a climb up and then immediately jumped after that.
That's tough.
That's really
tough.
That's like, that requires a lot of power.
Yeah.
Because you're already putting a lot of energy to even get over, or get even on top of the wall.
On top of the wall.
But to even gather your energy to even give another burst to go to the next platform is very difficult. Not impossible. I said
he just did a screwdriver Kong.
Yeah, he just did.
Or was that a Kong 360 Kong?
diver.
That was sick.
Wow.
This guy's really good.
He said backflip, it's actually gainer, they were wrong.
Speaking for myself, like I can do a majority of these moves, but it's just, again, the constant chaining of one move and then two and then three and then four.
What I love about this is that, you know, there is parkour
cool.
and then there's free running, right? Free running adds like a lot of really cool flips into this. I mean,
the
this
style
one,
and the flair.
Yeah, the style and the flair, but this one is just strictly parkour. And you can see how amazing it is because like the body is just so beautiful in movement and its flow that sometimes like, you know, flips are not necessary. I mean, he does a backflip, he does a front flip, and he does a gainer, but those are like the basics. But once you see
the guy's catching up to him! Oh my god! Sorry.
He's being chased?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's being chased by the enforcers. They're trying to get him back into a 9-to-5.
That's right. Oh, you just have to try, but in a safely manner. You know, you start on the ground. You can see like just standing how far you can jump. And then you probably might see like maybe 2 leveled platforms still close to the ground to see like
a curb to another curb, or like in a
Yeah.
parking lot, like the little parking, like little curbs that cars park in front of, like jumping between parking curbs.
But essentially, you don't know what your power is until you test it. That's essentially what it is. I mean, of course, like once you start training parkour more often, you start to know what your distance is. But actually, what I've learned recently is that I don't know what it is mentally. It's kind of a really cool thing is that if you look at a jump, if you look at a gap and you immediately think, I could do this, then your body and your mind, they all come together.
Connected.
They're connected.
Right,
you can do it.
Why? He just did a triple side flip. He just did a triple.
What the frick? I thought this was parkour.
What was that? Everything that we've seen has been like, okay, Kong, normal, front flip, sure, like, back flip, sure, gainer, double Kong.
And they didn't even...
Triple side flip?
Did he even get points for that?
That was...
How do you think you got points for that?
That was crazy. This does look really nice.
Yeah, it does.
I'm especially looking at the reflections in like the windows, and there was a puddle of water on the ground.
Oh, that was sick.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
This is definitely a big improvement from the first game.
I think the jump animation might still be the same. It looks honestly the same, but he did grab the rope, which was nice. That was a new addition from the previous game that I don't think we saw.
I would love to try that challenge.
You can change by your actions and decisions.
Oh, yay! We're actually getting the hands involved. That's great. All right, that jump was a little ridiculous.
Oh, I thought he was just immediately gonna go and jump off.
Right, to some garbage.
Just some garbage, yeah. That's what I was hoping for. A lot of birds, a lot of birds. It's kind of weird.
It's gonna zip line into some action or something.
I don't know, cutscenes are rough sometimes to sit through.
How do you know you don't play video games?
Hey, I watched them. I've watched people play them. It's like being there and like playing yourself, just not as skilled.
I like this little like distance calculator thing that this guy has.
Oh, he's gonna jump. Oh,
Is that a rope? That was.
No, it came out of nowhere
Oh
again,
god.
I think. Like,
Wait,
yeah.
what is going? Are you flying?
No,
Oh, it's like a hang glider, I think.
Yeah, he's got something like that. He just jumped and then did it. I'm not sure why he doesn't like set it up and then jump.
Okay, hey, he did a roll. Thank you so much.
Yes.
They heard our comments from last video. If I ever make a parkour video game, I'm gonna be a big stickler on making people roll and change their
Make
game.
the change.
Obviously not. That is a great addition. Still got the drop kick though. Can't get rid of the drop kick.
I like that he jumped and landed on that rail. That's something that we would do a lot, but not, necessarily that high up, but it's realistic to parkour.
That was cool. The side wall run he just did.
Yeah.
I am still seeing a lot of jumps where he's making jumps that are too high. He shouldn't actually be making them. He shouldn't be able to get his feet up onto certain platforms. That was good. That was good.
But the thing is though,
That
with
was
this,
accurate.
is it's still weird because like when you're jumping and stuff, you would still be looking to where your feet are going. Like especially on something that thin.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't be
That
looking
was,
up in
I
front.
think that guy just tackled a zombie 2 stories down.
So true. Oh gosh, he's surrounded now. I wonder how many drop kicks he's gonna do.
Actually, he's got a weapon. That's nice. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, the
Fun.
climb ups look good. They seem a little fast, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
Oh, that was cool. It'll kind of grab the zombie's leg as he slid under.
Yeah.
What I still wish we could see more of is more of the feet as
know.
he's doing these things, because you can't appreciate them jumping to a railing in the middle of nowhere if you're looking straight forward. You need
Yeah.
to see the feet. You need to see the feet accurately and precisely hitting that rail. Now it's impressive.
Yeah, and it's just realistic too, because that's where you look when you do a
Yeah.
precision like that.
So, this person probably could control the camera and just tilt the camera down. So it's not necessarily the game's fault, maybe just whoever was playing and recording this stuff.
I like the architecture in this game too. It's really like conducive to parkour stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Parkour would not be very exciting in a forest. It's like in a desert.
Guys, he's walking across this
Yeah, this
sketchy
looks a little
thing.
sketchy.
And it is.
Yep.
He just fell down. He slid and then he was able to save himself.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that is parkour ukemi. So ukemi is a type of parkour training where it's the art of falling, where you actually practice falling and saving yourself, and parkour ukemi is like being able to save yourself in a situation where things don't go as according to plan.
I don't know how many times I've had to rely on that, and it's been crazy. Like the times that I've been totally fine when I thought I would definitely get hurt.
One thing I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to jump onto a moving vehicle, because that was cool. He just did a massive jump off that bridge onto that
I've
car.
actually done that for a job one time where I had to be on top of a moving car that was going 30 miles an hour, and I had to kick my legs through the window. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
From
it
the
was-
roof
yeah,
down
from
to
the roof, yeah.
That's cool.
Hold on.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so that was really scary actually.
You nuts?
Just drive.
Just drive, he says. All right, they're infiltrating the encampment. Whose encampment? We don't know. You got to play the game to find out.
There's like swings and like playground.
I like the purple lights that they have everywhere. I like to ward the zombies off, because clearly they don't like the color purple.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because he was holding that thing that was just purple.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like, oh gosh,
Which probably like emits some
I hate purple.
wavelength thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zombie's like, I can't stand purple.
So interestingly enough, I feel like Europe is just designed for parkour, and then the US we have to kind of make do with like different kinds of spots.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's the older architecture that just seems to be so much more conducive to parkour.
Yeah, the American skyscraper is not at all conducive to
Yeah.
parkour. Yeah, it's gonna be older things, bricks, concrete,
Mm-hmm.
not glass, not metal. College campuses are usually gold mines for parkour spots.
So good.
And honestly, as bad as it sounds, like handicap ramps
Mm-hmm.
are exactly like the things that we look for as parkour athletes, because those have tiered levels, those have railings, and usually walls and cool architecture as well to go along with it, so it's not just a boring ramp in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we use those spots a lot for our training.
Yeah, I feel like as well, when you compare Europe and the US, like you're gonna see a lot more free running athletes, in the US because you have to get like super creative with the environment, where you're gonna see more parkour athletes in Europe because they have that kind of architecture that's like very point A to point B, like get there quickly and stuff.
And again, for those that don't know, the difference between parkour and free running is parkour is gonna be your basic movements, your fundamentals of moving, which are gonna be climbing over things, getting down from high obstacles. You start doing free running when you start adding flips and, like she said, creative or acrobatic movements into your parkour. So instead of jumping off a building, you're now flipping off of the building. So that's when you go from parkour to free running.
Here we go.
I guess this is another first person.
Yeah, but she wears gloves and she wears like red and white. That's what I remember about
That's
this
cool.
game.
I don't remember who the athletes were that did the motion capture for it, but I remember that they're very good parkour athletes that we know. I've got some high expectations.
It's a little laggy, but
Yeah,
that's
okay,
okay.
cool. I just sorted it out.
Yeah, I love the slides. They seem to happen a lot in this game, and those takedowns too are really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Why she's like chasing this like after image
Oh,
or
I think
something?
that she's supposed to keep up with that or something. I can't remember why.
Nice. And drop kick.
Yeah.
That's more of a drop slam. I don't know. Wow, she's really all about that.
No, I love it.
Tic tac. Oh, roundhouse kick.
Aggressive. And she's gonna go up and over the fence because that's how you get over that.
It's almost
Yeah.
a little too smooth, you know? It's
yeah.
kind of like she's floating. You don't get the feel of the bounce, just a little bit.
You can tell it's definitely not super accurate. Like, obviously these jumps are huge. They
Right.
wouldn't really happen that way. And the one that she just did, she like jumped up, but like it would have been normally a cat leap, so.
I did like that we saw her feet at least on the landing, so you actually could kind of appreciate that a little bit more. But yeah, it is a little zoomed in. I do wish we had a little bit more perspective of her body, like her legs, her feet.
That was
Really
interesting.
strong,
She just
rips it off.
Yeah, just ripped it off. That was amazing.
I like that. Even just that animation of her landing, like that was very dynamic.
Yeah, I like that it shows her feet. Although you wouldn't really want to land like that coming off of something like that. I don't know why people land on a superhero landing. It doesn't do you any
Yeah,
favors.
it's not accurate.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, she's not putting her other hand down.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if you're gonna catch on a landing, you want to catch with both hands.
Yeah.
To help absorb the impact of the fall. Because you got 4 limbs, so you want to use all 4 limbs. Oh, she's gonna go through the glass!
Yes.
Have you ever done a glass break?
I actually don't think so. I have to think about that.
I haven't. I know that
Yeah.
I haven't.
I've watched it being done and stuff.
I mean, I've had like bottles cracked over me, but I've never jumped through glass. Fake bottles for stunts, not like
Yeah.
an angry person. That's nice. We saw her lower body there.
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't know if that's the animation that's turning the camera down or if that's the character, the person playing the game. But I really like it when you can see more of the body because you just have a more of a
Oh.
perspective and more appreciation of what's actually happening.
I like how she just slid down those things. That was so cool.
Yeah,
And
that-
I think the city's like floating.
Yeah, she's doing some super legit stunts. Like, I hope she's got to have some mad, like, grip on the bottom of her shoes to be tic-tacking on glass. Like, glass is
Yeah.
going to be super slick.
Yeah,
so
it's
for her to
so
be doing
true.
those wall runs on the glass, that's not, I know we can't do that without some really good shoes or some really nice, like, plexiglass material.
One time I did a palm flip on some glass. I was so scared that it was gonna break. This is so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
This is great.
Oh,
What
What?
the heck was that? That was sick.
this actually gives me real anxiety.
I think she was hanging with one hand. That was impressive. That was
just
impressive.
imagining doing that just upsets me.
And slide tackle. Oh, no slide
No.
tackle.
Oh, but I love that he goes over the edge like that. They don't need to do that. They would
Yeah, he was
fall.
like, I'll just.
Yeah, all right.
That was good. All right. Oh man. Oh man.
You have to make that lachey. That is, you get one chance.
See,
at that.
but yeah, like you can't see the feet. That would have been nice to see the feet there.
Oh, and she's just on a.
She's walking
Wire.
way fast. You would not walk that fast.
I've never done any tightrope training. A lot of people I know do like slacklining, and I cannot do slacklining to save my life.
I've done a little bit of slack rope, but we also both like balance on rails a lot. And when you balance, you want to go slow so that if you start to fall, you can correct it immediately before that mistake multiplies. But if you move fast, if you make one mistake, you don't have a chance to save yourself.
I mean, I don't mind the idea of running on rails and stuff like that, but if you were up that high, there's no way you'd be moving that quick.
Unless you're the main character of a video game. She's flying up those stairs. I can't get over how much clothes this guy's wearing. He would get he's wearing armor, like.
You're right.
You'd have to be so strong. Every time you move a limb, it'd be like the armor would be clinking and then again the barrel roll.
You know what? I understand why he's doing the barrel roll now.
Because he's so heavy.
He's running a lot slow.
He's really slow. I did notice that, yeah. Maybe it's just a character, like not pushing the joystick all the way. Oh, look at that beard. It's got some man
love
beard.
That. Oh, okay, sir.
Sounds cool. Okay, you know, casual.
I love like the blur that happens like when you're just doing the action.
I feel like the Assassin's Creed franchise was the first video game to really like catapult parkour into the spotlight.
I agree with
in
you.
terms of like being very, very well done. I remember like there were so many parkour videos that came out of people cosplaying. But yeah, so this is really cool that the franchise is still going and is still really utilizing parkour very heavily in their games.
I agree with you 100%. He's wearing gloves though.
Okay, anti-splinter gloves. Very, very clever. Did you test that tree branch ahead of time?
Nope.
You're wearing a lot of armor, that tree branch.
He is ready for it. Okay, yeah. Like he doesn't even think twice. Like I'm just gonna go.
See, I would say that if you,
shade of pre.
I would say if you were gonna run on a tightrope like that, like you would still go with your arms out because that's gonna help you balance more. If you narrow your body, you have less balance just because you're bringing in your balance points, which are your limbs. But this probably wouldn't look so cool.
No, exactly. He just walks like this, like he can do it. You
like
know
a
what I'm
ninja,
saying?
just keeps his arms.
But yeah,
tight.
to expand your center balance.
Nice precision landing.
Look at that. Okay.
Although I think the
I like the dust that's happening when he's landing. It's
very
like,
accurate.
What is he grabbing onto? What is that?
He's at the, he's not at zero. These characters, yeah, they can find the smallest like cracks.
Sir.
Superior rock climber.
Sir. What is this grip strength?
Dino, like mad dinos, like 10 feet up to the next thing above them.
What are we doing?
They better
What
not
are
jump
we
on
doing?
another pile of leaves. Okay.
Half of his foot was like off the edge. Okay, and on a tightrope. And
Yeah.
okay. See, I want that precisionness when you're like landing straight up on a tightrope.
On the rope.
Yeah, and then just
rope.
keep going,
Yeah.
like not even thinking twice about it. Have you done tree core before?
A little bit. I have done some stuff, but yeah, you gotta find some really, really good trees. That's
Look
okay.
at that. That is doable, actually.
That is 100% doable.
In real life, people have done lache, like.
Yeah, lache chains.
But keeping that momentum is so important. Like I know a good spot where people do it at the beach.
Yeah. Lache is just gonna be anytime you swing from something like a bar or a tree branch to something else like another bar. And then you chain them together and you got a lache chain. That was really sweet. Yeah, that's a sick muscle up, especially to be able to do that without your feet at all, just free hanging.
At a corner of a house
with a slanted down house.
With heavy clothes.
Yes.
Let's not forget his.
And metal gloves.
You know what though? Why isn't his cape catching on to anything?
That is a great question. Yes, that is a great question. His cape would be catching on absolutely every tree branch, like every stick. Yeah, okay. You are so right. Yeah. As they said in Incredibles.
No capes.
That looks doable. That wall looked like it might have been slightly slanted to kind of assist with climbing.
And it also has enough stone sticking out.
That you could get a good grip.
I've seen plenty of those. That's actually pretty realistic. Let's
and
slide.
The snow is on his boots. Or maybe it's permanently there. More rope.
That's some.
He was slipping. I think I saw some.
He was slipping.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That's accurate, 100%.
Oh, actually, the white is gone from his shoes. It was
cool.
snow.
That is cool.
That's cool. I like that. Oh, the detail is so good.
Yeah.
They thought of everything.
The animators are like, yes, someone noticed. Our work wasn't pointless. Yeah, that didn't look. That was absolutely doable.
Yeah, the dino's
Nothing's
good.
Crazy superhuman there.
I love how he just gets that like stick out of nowhere and like just puts it somewhere after that.
Finds a good stick in his pocket. Like, oh yes,
he must have something in his like large amount of clothing that he has. You know those like jackets where you have like a bunch of pockets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely probably that kind of outfit.
I really do think it's interesting how mobile he is once he's moving, but he does land on the ground and you see this heavy impact, and he even puts his hands on the ground and kind of crawls a little to kind of catch himself, which again makes sense for how heavy this guy is, and it does seem that he just can't start moving super quickly immediately. It looks like he kind of has to build up speed, or maybe I'm just reading this wrong, but he's not running very fast.
No, he's not.
I like this little glowy thing in his shield. That's actually really cool.
Isn't this supposed to be year the 800?
Maybe it's a stone,
Tesseract?
it's sunlight. He just opened it up and then caught the sunlight and then he closed it.
This technology that we haven't touched.
Yeah.
Usually because we always wonder how the pyramids were built, or Stonehenge, you know what I'm saying?
This guy knows.
This guy knows.
This guy knows what's up. Upward stride, nice. More spider webs.
Yes, sir. Okay, but see, he also his vision must be excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, lache to a downward lache. That'd be a really heavy. I thought he was gonna precision to it on his feet, but he caught it with his arms.
And he kept swinging.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's just you gotta catch your whole body, but you just.
So what's cool about these Assassin's Creed games is that they don't try to portray them as superhuman, that they have super ability. They are trained, and like it's also a video game, so some of the things are ridiculous.
I mean the high stuff, yeah, but like,
if you took like the best rock climber in the world and the best parkour athlete in the world and you combine them into one person, they could maybe do a decent amount of this stuff.
I agree with you. But even like the smallest dinos, the smallest crimps of like
to get your fingers on.
Yeah, that's like a huge rock climbing asset to have.
Yeah.
The jump is amazing. How he's just okay, striding through the
My problem is that it's snowy, so unless he has like some insane futuristic grip technology, he would be slipping off of all these cars.
I mean, it's the Spider-Man suit. Like, of course he's gonna have that.
But physics is still physics. You can't just.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
If he's gonna have super grip climbing on walls, then he's gonna have super grip on the ground.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm not Spider-Man. What can I say? It's not my suit. Maybe it's good. What, Tony Stark? Maybe nanotechnology. Yeah, I don't know the canon. I don't know where he got the suit.
I mean, if Miles knows.
If he built this, or if someone gifted it to him.
Oh wow. The striding is very like precise.
Yeah,
like at the edge of the bench.
Yeah, again with snow on them. Even if his shoes are fantastic, the snow is still gonna move underneath him, regardless of how good his shoes are.
Can you see the side flip? He's piking it in a way with one leg.
Like a Jesse LaFleur, like grab his leg in midair or something.
It's like a style flip.
That was sick. He just stuck the Webster like nothing. Okay, I know he's super strong.
Dude, the fact that he can just jump like at the top of the fence like that, like that's Spider-Man.
People are probably gonna get really mad at me, but I don't know if this Spider-Man has superpowers or if it's built into the costume. Well, in Spider-Verse, because he got bit by the radioactive spider.
He did.
Is this that one or is this a different one?
Well, we don't know. We have to find out when we play the game.
Okay, because if he's not superhuman, he should have done a parkour roll there. If he is superhuman, then he could have not done a roll like that, and he can just take it into his legs and be fine.
See, running on walls too, like if the window was wet, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna have like super grip too.
Honestly, no, he got screwed over by getting the winter season like superhero job.
See that one-handed cartwheel right there?
That was sick.
Ooh.
Again with the Webster chains.
I love that.
Those are sick, and that's actually very doable for like us to do. We could both probably hit that if you gave us a truck and then a car and then the ground. We could, I mean, maybe take away the snow, but I think we'd be able to do that.
I think
just
so.
fine.
Oh, see, he did the roll.
Good.
You see that?
Good. That was sick. He's like, what? He's like looking at the camera.
I think he definitely would have like penetrated the wall with that momentum.
All right, those strides are ridiculous. What are you doing? All of his energy would stop and then he would explode up like 10 feet. But again,
see, there's another roll.
Good. So, I like rolls. I'm a big fan of rolls.
He might be human.
People who watch the other episodes know that I definitely get on video game cases where the characters never roll, or at least the player doesn't make them roll.
I mean, what's cool about this game is the cars actually like stop for people while he's like jumping over cars.
I would stop for Spider-Man. Wouldn't you stop for Spider-Man?
I mean, I don't know. Like it just comes out of nowhere. No, I would, but like he comes so quickly.
You gotta have your selfie phone ready.
You gotta have that
ready
instinct.
If you're in New York, gotta be ready anytime you can show up. I think I would like, not that I want him to fall because of the snow, but I do wish that played some element in this, just because like that is a real thing, especially with us parkour athletes. Like weather is a huge factor in what we do and how we're able to do it. That
actually happened to me yesterday. My shoes just, and I just did a split.
It's not snowing or anything.
We're
in Los Angeles.
We have rain.
Once a year, maybe 4 times a year.
Those are tough times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how they could incorporate that into this, but I'm just saying it out loud. I would slip if it were that wet and snowy outside.
I mean, that's a fair judgment. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh. I love his poses. Hitting these sick Spider-Man poses. I love the 360 pull that he does. You know, what I also love about this game is that, like, when you shoot your web, it actually shoots somewhere and not just, like, the sky. Like, it actually shoots to a point. Yeah. Okay, well, we're just not going to talk about the fact he just landed on his head. He just, like, nosedived into concrete.
Ooh,
that's so sick. Okay, that's why they added that pose in, because that was the pose from Spider-Verse where he was falling like that.
Absolutely, because he's got style.
That's so
sick.
Look at that. I love it.
Oh, I thought he was gonna dive roll. Oh,
okay, that you can't do with training. So
no, you can't. No matter how much you
parkour can only go so far. That's sweet. How wild. How beautiful. And please don't nosedive. Please don't. Okay,
right. Okay.
That was cool. Oh, the Avengers Tower.
Look at that, sir.
I'll thought the A was at the top. No one can see the A if it's at the bottom. He's up there
that
like
it?
looking for it and he can't see it because it's at the bottom.
But is that a hint?
What do you mean is that?
Is Miles Morales gonna be like near?
No, he's trying to find the way in right now because he doesn't have security
Let
clearance.
me in.
Is there not another A? I'm not the design architect. Maybe you don't want to advertise where the tower is.
Would you want to just look at that
Me?
view? Yeah, and just.
I don't know. It's
sit
probably
on
really
that.
windy up there, and then you don't have depth perception, and your balance and proprioception gone immediately. But he's superhuman.
Oh!
All right.
Did we just
finish with a superhuman?
We just kept that. And he just casually walks away.
Just-
like he's like, yeah, I broke the concrete.
And taxes immediately went up in New York to try to fix the roads.
Ever since Spider-Man came into town.
Yeah, there's just webs everywhere.
We just have to fix everything Spider-Man has been breaking. If you want to see more of this, check out Gameology on Facebook and YouTube.